Hi, this is your instructor, Janice Roten. Welcome to Online English 1302. Course requirements. The prerequisite for English 1302 is a passing grade in English 1301. In English 1301, you were to have studied essay development and created a major research paper using MLA documentation. These are also prerequisites for English 1302. Since this is an online course, you need complete access to a laptop or desktop computer, and I recommend that all documentation be created in Microsoft Word. That way we don't have any problems with documents that are not acceptable by the college software systems. The required textbook for this course is Compact Literature. The editors are Lori Kersner and Stephen Mandel. Please check the ISBN numbers. Make sure that you have the 8th edition. You may buy this book used. You do not need any supplements or any additional software. However, you need the book the first week of class. Absolutely no later than the second week. You will be able to see on your course syllabus, reading assignments do begin day 1, week 1. Additional textbooks will be the Rules for Writer Grammar Manual and Tim O'Brien's novel, The Things They Carried. You do not have to buy either one of these books. I do not use Rules for Writers. I do not teach grammar in English 1302. You're supposed to already know how to create a paper, how to write a paper, how to write a sentence, and what proper academic English grammar would be. So most of my students do need a manual, and this is the manual that Tarrant County College recommends, the English department recommends. However, any grammar manual with MLA documentation in it would be very helpful. I do not use this book. I do not do any assignments or readings from this book. If you buy it or you have it, keep it and use it for reference. You will need it when you're writing your papers. We will be reading Tim O'Brien's novel the last 3 weeks of this course. I do have a copy of the novel in a PDF form that will be posted online. You certainly can read that and would not have to buy the book. However, I have audio reading by Bryan Cranston that I just love, that I want you to listen to. You may not want to listen to the entire thing, but it certainly makes the reading very, very enjoyable. It's easiest to read along if you have a hard copy of the book. So it's my recommendation you get a used paperback. It's my recommendation you get used books for everything if you have time to purchase them. I did see The Things They Carried on eBay for $5, so that is a possibility. I would like for all of my students to have a copy of the novel, if at all possible. Please do not take your quizzes using an iPhone or tablet. Although you may see a quiz available on your Blackboard app, on your phone, you run the risk of memorizing the results onto the device rather than sending the results to your instructor. If no grade is received, then your grade is recorded as a 0. Take your quizzes on a desktop or laptop computer using complete internet access. No apps. There is a Blackboard app, but my quizzes don't go through. You can take the test, but I'm not going to get the grades. So make sure that you use complete internet access. If you don't have a computer at home, go to the campus library or writing centers. You really have no excuses, and we have writing assignments and quizzes weekly, a very important part of this course. Grading scale. Final grades are determined by total points earned throughout the semester. Assignments must be completed as required by class time on the date due in order to receive full credit. Paper 1 and 2 are both worth at least 100 points. Test 1 and 2 are both worth at least 100 points. The final exam at least 125. And then everything else is the rest of the 1,000-point total, which would be 475 points. So you have a possibility of 1,000 points for this course. You need 700 to get a C. 900 points is an A, 800 points is a B, 700 points is a C. Under 700 points, you're not going to get a C and pass the course or get credit for the course. I don't do any extra credit because you have 300 points that to play with, and you can still pass the course. It's important that you get your quizzes and your writing assignments in on time. It's extremely important that you do all the reading for this course, because then you're not going to be able to pass the quizzes or do the papers. And quite honestly, I don't want to read them if you've not read the material. There is an awful lot of reading for this course. It is centered on American literature as an introduction to American literature, and that is why I did, you may see on another syllabus, paper 3. I eliminated paper 3 because of the amount of reading that is required for this course. So that can be good and that can be bad. That means that paper 1 and paper 2 have to be very well written. MLA documentation. This is my major concern for the 2 research papers which are required in this course. They must be formatted in the MLA documentation form. It is the simplest form of documentation, and it is the only one that I will accept in this course. There are other methods of documentation for other genres. We do not use them in the English department. So you need to be familiar with MLA documentation. Here's an example of the first page of a paper and a works cited page. I don't believe that these 2 papers go together because I don't see Thoreau on the works cited page, which would be the first thing I would look for when I see your paper. However, these are 2 good examples of how MLA is formatted, and this should be again in the grammar manual that you do or do not have, and I will be giving you more information concerning MLA within the actual structure of the course itself. It's very important for me that you do explore the course menu thoroughly, our course web page. Especially on the left, that's where you're going to begin with announcements. You'll find your syllabus, course orientation. You've gotten that far because here we are. My grades, that's where your grades will show. PowerPoints, I have 8 PowerPoints concerning the elements of literature there. Required reading, and then there's week 1. So this has changed. This is a different menu. These change from semester to semester. What you need to do is click on all of these titles, click on every title of everything. Make sure that you're familiar with everything on this course website.